One night, I was lying in bed, pondering the mysteries of life as I am used to do. I turned to my spouse and said, "Have you ever thought about the weirdness of our existence as humans? We live in a skin-covered sack made of bloody meat, decorated on the outside with tufts of hair planted in various places, and full of various soft organs on the inside, with bones embedded in various places to enable us to stand upright and move about until we die." "I'm trying to go to sleep," he replied. "That's creepy. Don't talk like that. It might give me bad dreams." It might sound creepy, but it's true. It's essentially what Job said to God. "You have clothed me with skin and flesh, and have fenced me with bones and sinews." Job 10:1. David pondered the question of man's existence in this world. What is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you visit him? Psalm 8:4. If David had asked me what man is, I would have told him that man is a hunk of bloody flesh destined to walk in the Spirit. We are mortals who are designed, assembled in the womb, and brought to life by the Creator who commands us to walk in the Spirit. Genesis tells us about the creation of the first man. "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." Genesis 2:7. Here's a challenge. Find out all the various chemical compounds that make up a human body. Then find out what percentage of a human body consists of each compound. Then use that percentage to calculate the amount of each compound that exists in a typical human adult of average size. Measure the proper amounts of each substance and put the stuff all together in a vat. Add water and stir well. Then mold the mixture into the shape of a man and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life and see if it comes alive. You might be able to combine all the right chemical compounds with water and sculpt the mixture into a fine-looking man, but you would not be able to bring your sculpture to life. Only God can impart life. God is spirit and we are flesh. Speaking of flesh, back in 2010, there was a story in the news about some singer who calls herself Lady Gaga. She shocked the world of celebrities when she appeared at one of her concerts wearing a dress made of raw meat. Animal rights groups were predictably outraged, but Time magazine called Lady Gaga's meat dress the top fashion statement of the year. What was Lady Gaga's statement about? She said it was about one's need to fight for what one believes in. Personally, I don't see how wearing a dress made of raw meat translates into that statement, unless the thing one believes in is the right of women to gird their loins with raw meat. Whatever. Nothing personal against Lady Gaga, but when I think of a carnal woman made of flesh, clothed with flesh, wearing a garment of flesh over her flesh, that's about as fleshly as it gets. The statement I hear from Lady Gaga's stunt is an echo of the words of Yeshua, Jesus. That which is born of the flesh is flesh. John 3:6. And the flesh profits nothing. John 6:63. And an echo of Paul's words, "In me, that is in my flesh, dwells no good thing." Romans 7:18. In Genesis 6:3, God said that man also is flesh, without a personal relationship with Jehovah. That is indeed what man